What's up, everybody? Comfy Time Gamer here, and welcome to the very first episode of a brand new series, Demon's Souls. Very excited, can't wait to play. I've been wanting to put this video out for a few weeks now, but I needed to get comfortable in the tutorial area with recording and playing with basically every class just to kind of get a feel for what's going on, and it was actually kind of a hard decision on who to go with. I am going female because of advice that there's Dark Souls has some Jesus Christ because of the gender specific armors and items and stuff. So God, this random face generator is hilarious. They definitely made some improvements in Dark Souls in that regard. Let's find a base that doesn't look completely terrible. Something we can work with. Hello. She's halfway cute. Nice lips. So yeah, really excited to start this series. Not that many hair selections. Usually I cut this stuff out, but it was actually kind of fun going through these. Can't decide black or white. I typically always I like to go white for some reason. Let's mess with their eyes. I don't like those. Oh, damn. Let me get a little something for my cataracts. Oh, wait, let's go dark. Oh shit, she's stripping balls. Oh, yes. Look at her. She's got those lifeless eyes, like a doll's eyes. Till she bites ya. And then the eyes roll back. Arr, arr. Yeah. That's a little Jaws for you, in case you don't get the reference. I'm liking that. Arr. Pure black eyes. They do have a tendency, they look very doll-like in Demon's Souls. Now for class, man, I was really on the fence between Knight Templar and Temple Knight and Royal class. And I think for a first playthrough, this is a very well-rounded class. We can go in a bunch of different directions, so we're just going to go with Knight. I think it's probably our best bet for a first playthrough. I'm not sure how the faith and magic systems work.
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valorfax of the royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valorfax spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force. And the power of a mature demon's soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Skurver the Wanderer, the Sixth Saint Astraea and her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Boom, tutorial. Not bad. Kinda lifeless. I like how you start out fat rolling. I have to dump some of this gear. Let's see which weighs more. Which has more protection. 4.6 for that one. 14 physical defense. 21 physical defense on the gauntlets. Damn, okay. There we go. Damn, girl. Don't need that, don't need that. Big decision for also with picking up the knight was the starting with the longsword. Crescent moon grass recovers a small amount of the user's HP. The effective moon herbs changes according to the condition they're in. Half moon herbs are picked when they are withered. Crescent are picked when they are fresh. So no Estus system. This is all about munching on. This one removes poison. Munching on grass. So that'll be important. Starting gear, Augite of Souls, stone that radiates soul light. Stone radiant with the light of souls. The color of the light changes according to souls in the area. It is made by Jerry, a friend of Sage Frake, who is known for his magical crafts. It's lightweight, travelers love it. Typical straight sword. And then we do start with a kite shield. Crest of the Yellow Dragon signifies the soldier's low rank. And it's from the advanced region of southern Boletaria. It's got 100% damage reduction, or 100% block. So, decent starting shield. And decent starting weapon, to be honest. Great moveset. Longsword always has a great moveset. Has a great moveset in Dark Souls as well. An iron helm with friendly cut grooves is used by the knights of the relatively advanced region of southern Boletaria. The fine grooves are designed to enhance the protective effect of the thin iron sheet. So obviously southern Boletaria is an advanced culture. Heaviness impedes stamina reduction. We don't have any rings. If any of you guys have watched my series before, if you watched my Dark Souls series, you know I'm all about that lore. We'll talk about the intro cutscene and that just deluge of information that was given to us at the beginning there. Once we get into the Nexus, this part is the tutorial part is post commentary. Once I get into the Nexus, I'm going to switch over to live comm so I can get my thoughts out there. You guys will just have to suffer through it. It's how I do things. But I don't know. It's kind of important for me to start with get my thoughts together with an understanding of the base lore. Ouch. The combat system, a little getting used to, especially since I'm currently also playing Dark Souls. So switching between the two is can be a little. My brain can get a little crossed. I got to remember that I can't. There's no kick in Demon Souls. You've got sort of a shove. Same sort of concept though. Combat system is a little bit clunkier, but it's really not all that bad. I'm finding it not super difficult to get adjusted to. Parrying timings and backstabs are definitely harder. Well, maybe harder isn't the right word. Different. They are different. I find them harder, but maybe that's because I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls. Also, gravity. You're a little floaty. It's kind of interesting. So easily parried when they do that jump move. Obviously, you guys can tell I've been playing a bunch of the tutorial area with different classes to get used to start getting used to the timings. Don't want to come in looking like a complete idiot or spend 2 parts in the tutorial. Blacksmith Ed Baldwin. I love the loading screens, by the way. They take a little bit, some of them take quite a while to load up, but yes. I have a hard time parrying these knights sometimes, I don't know. Depending on which attack animation they use. See right there, I went for a backstab, totally missed it. Blocking seems to be very important in this. Oh, blind parry. Shit, camera angle, still got it. Nice. Blocking is really important thus far. I mean, getting that rebound hit. Ooh, nice. Comboing it with shoves and pushes and timing all that, it's pretty fluid, man. I'm actually pretty impressed for the age of the game. I don't find it to be detrimental to my experience thus far. I'm sure there'll be some I know there's fucking havoc. There's some hitbox issues. And we pick up our first soul. Let's take a look at that. The remnants of a nameless soldier's spirit that remain in its corpse, use it and the souls will be added to your stock. Even if you leave it be, this will only become nourishment for demons, in which case, ... My cat's going crazy, sorry about that. Nice little physics touch there. Can move that chain. This part right here is pretty, we've got drag marks, we got blood, we've got this oven that's boiling a giant pot of God knows what. Stew. Human stew, I don't know. Demon soup. fucking crossbow guys. I already don't like them. I haven't noticed the what is it, like the in Dark Souls, the projectile homing type thing that's going on when enemies shoot at you, how it curves to try and hit you. I haven't noticed that yet in Demon Souls, but then again, I'm not that far into the game. Like I said in the prologue, I did play through 1-1. This guy, honestly, trying him with different classes, I cheesed him with the Royal class. It's still no guarantee. If I get hit, he'll one-shot me. So it's basically a 50-50 if I beat him here. Best bet is just to try and stay behind him. Get him to do that. And then stay out of the AoE. Not a particularly hard boss, but our vitality's so low right now, if he hits us, we're pretty well fucked. So I'm gonna try not to die because obviously I've gone through both paths. I mean, if you die, you go to the Nexus. If you don't die, you go to a really cool little area where you get some early soul items and early upgrade material, which is nice, plus a really cool cutscene. By the way, that, not to start the opening CGI discussion, but that opening CGI of that dragon, pretty fucking badass. Love the double mouth. Really makes, the ancient dragons actually were really cool in Dark Souls. Seath, looks almost cartoonish compared to, that dragon there in that opening sequence. I mean, it looks like a real fucking dragon, man. Then again, I guess Seath is kind of a mutation. Oh shit. Just stay behind, bro. Stay behind him. I should say broette. Come on, man, do your... There, do that. Just keep doing that for me so I can wail on you. I think it's really cool that they put... Oh, fuck. Danger. I think it's really cool that they... Yeah. That they put this here and, in typical, in very typical, FromSoft fashion. Rewarded for killing the tutorial boss, and, nice. Awesome. I'm glad that I pulled that off. I've died to him several times, let's put it that way. It literally is a 50-50 chance. But not bad with the, with this character. You get the Grey Demon Soul. Let's read that before we hit the Archstone. Soul of the Demon Vanguard irradiates a strong power, grants the holder a large number of souls when used. Alternatively, it can be made into spells, miracles, or weapons. So that system is in place. As it was in Dark Souls. I'm sure it's will end up being done a little bit differently, but the concept is kind of the same. Although here, I guess you can use them to make spells and other stuff, not just boss weapons. So fucking cool. When you first come in here, it's like, what the fuck? So cool, man. I mean, that's a fucking dragon. That is a fucking dragon. Full moon grass, recover most of the user's HP. Full moon, they emit a fate light even in a withered state. So these are just various, I mean, obviously, degrees of heal. So, not too hard of a concept to... I don't think there's anything up there. Let's grab these soul items and upgrade items. I think we get some hardstone. Figuring all these different ores out and what their upgrade paths are will be interesting. So cool. I love this part. He's like, bitch, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Dead. So you beat Vanguard or you don't beat Vanguard, you come down here, you're still gonna die. There's no way out of it. Punched by a dragon. That's legit.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect them to another.
If you have died in the Nexus, trapped your soul, you cannot escape the Nexus. However, by capturing demon souls, you can reclaim your physical body. Let's read Nexial Binding, then I'm going to cut away, guys, and go over to live commentary. The symbol of those imprisoned in the Nexus, having this ties you to the Nexus. Even if you lose your physical body, you cannot die and your soul remains trapped in the Nexus. Nexial Binding sends the user back to the Nexus upon death, but all souls collected will be lost. So basically the dark sign. Same concept. And yeah, give me a couple seconds here. Well, it won't be for you. It'll be instantaneous, but I'll cut away here. Yeah, let's eat grass we don't need. I'll cut away here and we'll be back in live commentary so we can have some discussion about this lore, the starting lore. Good start though, guys. And we're back on live comm. In the Nexus. So, first of all, this place is pretty fucking amazing. It really makes Firelink Shrine look like a... it really puts it to shame. This is pretty impressive. I'm actually going to wait till I get the brass telescope for N11 before I look around more. But it's pretty awesome. So let's talk about the opening sequence. I'll try not to take up too much time, but I have to talk about it. So the opening CGI with the fighting and the whatnot, I didn't see a whole lot of story there. That looked more like I don't know, like more of a demonstration, because they sort of brought in really wanted to stress the point of the multiplayer aspect of it. By the way, I am playing offline. because of world tendency reasons, which I don't fully understand quite yet, but hopefully will learn. You guys feel free to give advice on game mechanics, stuff like that. That's not lore stuff, so I don't care if you want to give advice on stuff like that. But anyway, the two very interesting lines, probably from the beginning, are basically on the first day, man was granted a soul and with it clarity, and on the second day upon earth was planted an irrevocable poison, a soul-devouring demon. Very Book of Genesis, very biblical type start. So it right off the bat, I'm automatically like, okay, who did this? Is there a god in is there a god in this world? Obviously some form of higher power other than than man and the old one. Also very, how do I say it? It's a very typical it's a very old opening, and the reason I say it's biblical is because it's sort of right in line with that whole, God is kind of masochistic sort of thought. So he gives man a soul and with it clarity, and then on the opposite end, a soul-devouring demon who takes souls. So you have this balance, I guess. I guess you could call it a balance, which is it's sort of a very typical tale. I'm not saying it's not a good beginning. I'm just saying it's a very old motif. It's an old trope, and it's classic. It's perfect for our story. Then you do character creation, then you get some more about King Alanth XII. Used souls to bring prosperity to northern Boletaria until a colorless deep fog swept across the land and Boletaria was basically cut off. Anyone who tried to penetrate the fog didn't return, with the exception of Valorfax of the Royal Twin Fangs, who somehow broke free and started goddamn phone and started spreading the word about what was going down in Boletaria. How did he break free? Did he have help breaking free? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out, maybe we won't. This, of course, after the word was spread, he also, and he also told everybody about how powerful these demons were and the power that could be gained from fighting these demons and claiming their souls, etc., etc. So this, of course, brings all the adventurers and warriors and mercenaries and whatnot. And of course, you want to take note of at least I did, of the ones that are mentioned by name. You have Bjor of the Twin Fangs, obviously some sort of either family relation to Valorfax or some sort of positional I don't know, within the military or something. Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Skirver the Wanderer, the Sixth Strain Estrella and her Night Girl Vinland, Sage Freak the Visionary. Interestingly enough, on the load screen though, they say Sage Urbane in the cutscene, but he's referred to as Saint Urbane on the load screen. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's FromSoft. I guess I should expect stuff like that. And the other important thing is that the fog is expanding, and in typical FromSoft fashion, just like in Dark Souls, has mankind found a savior or a slave of the demon So they kind of throw that in there to where it's open-ended as far as what's going to happen, which is really cool. So very interesting. Demon Souls is very straightforward with their lore thus far. That is a hell of a lot more information than was given in Dark Souls, which was very, very vague. And I have a feeling that may be the case with Demon Souls if they decide to deliver their lore in that fashion. I hope that they don't. I hope that they still do a lot with item lore, because that's kind of one of my favorite parts. But I guess we'll wait and see. Let's get our dialogues out of the way. I'm sure you're getting sick of hearing me talk about the cutscene that you've all seen probably 3 million times. Now this dude right here, as soon as I popped in here, very first time I went through the tutorial, I know who this guy is. I knew it by looking at him, and if you don't know it by looking at him, his voice, fucking Crestfallen. The first Crestfallen Mark 1.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now, go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria.
This is why you came to the accursed land of the undead. Oh, I love it. I love seeing this. I love seeing this Dark Souls beta alive in this game. It's awesome.
You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? It's all the same. You're just another prisoner of the Nexus. We're welcome here, as long as we keep slashing up demons.
You got any more?
You came for demons?
Right. Nice to see Crestfallen hasn't changed his personality. He is as negative and a stick in the mud as usual. But typically, at least in Dark Souls, his information was very accurate. He was one of the few NPCs that didn't really lie to you. He was just sort of an asshole about his delivery. He just doesn't care anymore. So.
I'm Stockpile Thomas. When the scourge came, I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here, in the Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage. When the scourge came, I abandoned my wife and daughter and fled like a madman. When I came to, I was in the Nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls. That candle maiden cared for me during my first days in the Nexus. She says very little, but has a kind heart. She's just the age my young daughter would have been. The poor, poor girl, trapped here with her eyes occluded by wax. If only something could be done to help her. If only something could... Best of luck to you.
Stockpile Thomas, here I'm guessing simply for the fact that this is sort of something I'm going to have to get used to. there is item burden. Not just equip burden, but item burden in this game, which is something new for me. And Stockpile is here. Stockpile Thomas is here to take care of that. So definitely different. Not sure how I feel about it, but whatever. It's part of the game.
You new here? Do you hear for my services? My name's Baldwin. Just an ordinary blacksmith. It's simple. Just bring me all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons, or forge ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, huh? Perhaps you've already heard, but there's another blacksmith at the entrance of Stonefang Mine. He's an eccentric old man, but he knows his trade well. He's the only sane one left in a town of soul-starved men. If you do meet him, yeah, well, forget it. That stubborn old ne'er-do-well will just ignore you. There aren't enough blacksmiths in this temple to handle all the work. Only certain ores can be used to forge weapons, but you'll just have to make do. And be thankful that I'm still of good health. And be thankful.
Okay, so this is the, this is our blacksmith. This whole hub system is definitely different for me. It's not different, it's been done before, but I mean, coming from Dark Souls back here to Demon Souls, this is, yeah, definitely a little bit different. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm gonna forge on. I'm curious. What's that take? Takes hard stone. That takes hard stone. Raises guard break reduction. Guard break reduction. What's this one do? 86. 88 plus 9. Fuck, why not? Why not start off with
Do come back alive.
Okay. He cares about us.
It's simple. In trade, with
None of my equipment needs repair. Okay.
no interest, eh? I can tell you're not gonna...
Oh, come on, man. I just had you do some work for me. No need to be a dick. His little bit of dialogue there about there's another blacksmith at the entrance of Stonefang Mine is interesting because there's two. They look like brothers, and it comes from one of the loading screens that I've seen. So I'm assuming that is his brother.
Oh my. How has this happened? Has God abandoned us for failing to show proper respect to King Alant? Oh, Mbasa.
Oh, Mbasa.
Oh, Mbasa.
Rarier Nox. This appears to be the Faith area. And, I don't know, I guess some of these NPCs won't show up unless you have... Yeah, see, like, when I played around with the Royal, there's a magic guy over here, so... I think that's all of our NPC interactions. Let's go ahead and read the first Archstone here, because kind of have to start here. Boltarian Palace, a huge stone castle in the heart of the northern kingdom of Boletaria. Hungry soldiers whose souls have been stolen by demons attack trespassers and terrible dragons nest there. We don't have anywhere else we can go. This is the first area that I have been in here, as I mentioned before, but that's as far as I've been. So I think I'll keep this part short. I know you guys probably want to see me get into Archstone 1, level 1, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I need to get the opening stuff out of the way, get these opening dialogues out of the way before I really start. So we'll go ahead and call this a part here. I can't wait to start playing. I'm gonna be uploading these parts pretty frequently, guys, so I will try to be doing it on a daily basis, if not at least every other day. It's actually because this game runs at 720p and 30 frames per second, the file sizes are much smaller, so file transfers, encoding, all that stuff takes less time, so just means I can produce things quicker. So fucking cool. God, I can't wait to really check out every nook and cranny in here. They really did an awesome job. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. I hope you're enjoying the series, and we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it next episode, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching.